Hello everyone, back again with me Rovan. In my last video, I mentioned that I didn't have any camera on my wishlist for 2025, but I totally forgot about one that I genuinely want to try. So the Kodak Brownie number 2. So recently I bought a Kodak Brownie number 2 model E. So a camera made in 1901 and was one of the first medium format film camera in the world. So I bought it out of genuine curiosity and interest in understanding how the camera worked back then, and it fascinated me how, despite the limitation, this camera was used to produce so many great pictures in the past, including the photos during the World War II. If you are not familiar, this camera comes with significant limitation compared to modern cameras, or even other film camera from the 1950s. It's a very simple box with just two apertures, one shutter speed, and two shooting modes. So the aperture limited to f11 and f22, which you can switch the large metal pull tab on the front, and shutter speed fixed at 150 of a second. You cannot adjust it. Shooting modes offer only two modes, normal and bulk, which you can also pull the toggle at the top of the camera here. So, and also the size of the photo is 6 by 9, meaning you will get around 8 to 9 pictures for one 120 film roll. One thing that really interesting to me is that the camera has two viewfinders, one on the top for portrait and another one is on the right side for landscape. So after looking at some tutorials on the internet, let's try to load a film in this camera. So yeah, open the box first and then pull the knob to be able to take out the film holder, and then there is a spool placement here. Basically, you need to move out the spool to the bottom and then put your new film at the top. So let's try to put the film inside this film box. It's a bit tricky because it's very old, so I need to do some adjustment on the pull holder over here. So yeah, basically it's ready, and let's uh, put in the film into the camera again. And to be able to see, there is a small window over here, so you just need to um, roll your film until the indicator of the number of the film will appear. So there is an arrow to indicator you need to keep going on scrolling the knob. So yeah, basically this is it. So after the Kodak word, and then you will find a number one to be able to ready to shoot. Last week, I took this camera to Takayama and Shirakawa-go and shot 2 rolls of film, Kodak Gold 200 and Fuji Pro 160 NS. This time, I'd like to share some of the result and my impression using this camera. But before that, disclaimer that the back cover of the film box was slightly loose, allowing some light to leak into the film box. Unfortunately, I only noticed this after the developing and scanning the film, so I can only save around 6 photos from 2 rolls of film. This is the first photo, and when I scanned it, I was genuinely amazed. It's incredible how such a simple box camera without any fancy mechanism can produce such a nostalgic image. The vibe and feel of this photo are so different from those taken with my Hasselblad, likely due to the lens. Hasselblad lenses tend to deliver cleaner results. In this photo, I love the details and composition. On the left side, you can see the blurry, foggy morning creating layers in the trees. I like it so much. And the reflection in the water in front of the Shirakawa-go traditional house is also stunning, adding to the charm of this scene. The second picture has the same charm. I absolutely love the imperfection and the soft, foggy morning with the layered trees. It feels perfect to me. Surprisingly, the light leaks add to the nostalgic vibe, making the photo even more special to me. So I've truly come to embrace this imperfection and they make the image feel more authentic and timeless. I really love the third photo as well. The composition turned out exactly what as I envisioned when I took the shot, and seeing it come to life feels incredibly satisfying. The next 3 photos are from the Kodak Gold 200 film roll. Interestingly, this roll seems to have more major light leaks compared to the Fuji Pro 160 NS. Maybe it's because I shot the Fuji roll early in the morning when the sun was still hidden behind the clouds. So several things about this camera truly amazed me. First, I realized that the Kodak system for a medium format film has endured for over a century. The design of 120 film roll introduced alongside the cameras like the Kodak Brownie remains standard to this day, seamlessly used in all medium format film camera today. And another fascinating detail is how they approach film shot counting back then. So unlike the modern camera which have a built-in film counters, this camera relies on a simpler yet ingenious solution. Since the technology for built-in counters didn't exist in 1900, Kodak added numbers directly onto the film backing paper and designed a small red window at the back of the camera. By looking through this window, you could see how many shots you had taken. So it's remarkable how precise this system is, from the positioning of the number to the guidance for advancing the film. Even more surprising is that this feature is still part of 120 film rolls today. So even though most modern cameras no longer require it, it's a nostalgic nod to the past, keeping one 24 years old system alive. So trying something like this can refresh your mindset, give you a new perspective, and reignite your inspiration. So it forces you to slow down and think more about your shots compared to the quick and reactive nature of the digital camera. I find myself appreciating the process in a whole new way. So that's all for now. I will work on fixing the film box cover and take more photos with this camera soon. So next time I plan to try shooting with the black and white film as well. So please look forward to it. So that's it for now. So I'll see you guys soon in the next video. Bye.